it just me? Or when we listen to old school music, the first thing that moves is your shoulders. Get your shoulders all up in there. I'm a shoulder dancer now. I don't know when I became a shoulder dancer. What's up, y'all? This is My Twisted Life with Poetry. I am Poetry. You are here for a Queen Sugar recap and review. Season 2, episode 13, Heritage, or My Heritage. And then somebody else had it called The Truth. They had so many different titles for this, but on network it says it's called Heritage, so that's what I'm going to go with. That episode, I just watched it a few hours ago. I had to process it. By the end, I kind of knew what was about to happen. I just didn't want it to happen. So if, like, say, you don't recall, no, when I do my recaps and when I take notes as I'm watching the show. So if I miss something, y'all let me know in the comment section. Ralph Angel manned up. He got that shrimping job. He outside cleaning off his boots and everything, trying to basically take a shower outside before he come into the house. He don't want to drag that funk inside. And Darla's like, look, you don't need to do this. You don't have to be working hard like this. Between the harvest, my job, and our savings, I don't know what the heck the savings is. You know, we get by. And Rod's like, no, getting by ain't living. We ain't just gonna get by. We go to Aunt Vi. She had her doctor's appointment. I told y'all that I thought Aunt Vi had lupus. And I'll be damned if that ain't what Aunt Vi got. Why they do this to my Aunt Vi? Why? Oh my God. Lupus is such a terrible disease to live with. It is painful. It really breaks down your immune system, losing hair, losing weight. You could stumble because your bones get brittle, and you break more bones. You're sick. Lupus is a horrible disease, and I was kind of hoping y'all was right that it was the fibromyalgia, but I kept saying that don't make sense. Those symptoms don't match fibromyalgia. Just from what I knew, and then when I researched again, I was like, that don't make sense. It sounds like lupus. I got lupus, baby. Oh, damn! I hate that I was right. This is one of those times that I hate that I was right. I'm not going to even brag about the percentage that I'm normally right on. Or Remy and Charlie, they together. Remy asking her to go out for a little date. And Charlie is like, but we can stay in instead. Every time they get together, Charlie is trying to push up on the sex game with them. I'm like, is that all you in for with him, Charlie, is sex? Because every time he make a suggestion, let's go eat some pie. I got some pie for you. Let's go, to the movies. I can make a movie for you. It's every time he, suggests anything that's non-sexual, she make it sexual. And now I kind of understand why. Remy ain't ready for sex with her yet. I thought they already smashed. Remember that night that they had on the chair and they cuddled up and then they went off? Apparently they didn't even do the doggone thing. I was like, what? Okay, so I've been thinking they smashed at least that one time. No, they ain't smashed at all. Remy said he ain't been with no woman since his wife. And she's long and gone from this earth with us. I was like, dang, Remy, that's... bruh. Well, Aunt Vi calls Darla. Darla was about to call her. And she tell her, look, baby, I'm not going to be able to host your party tonight. I'm not your dinner. And I know that you was expecting me to, but I can get you some food from the diner. I help you pay for it. I got at least a key lime pie I can bring over for you. But I just can't host it. I have something really big that needs to be going on, and usually Wood help me with it, but he's out of town on his deposition. I don't know what kind of deposition Wood doing, but he out of town on the deposition. So she was like, I can't do it. I thought Aunt Vi, remember I said that the parents is probably going to say something off color, and Aunt Vi was going to have to set them straight on behalf of Darla. So I was like, oh, Aunt Vi ain't going to go to the dinner. She just needs time to digest information that she just received. Wood is gone. I don't even think if Wood was there that she would be telling Wood what the heck the doctor said, because I'm about to, what's the word, bullheaded for that? Yeah, so I don't think she would have told him anyway. So Nova's out talking to her BFF, Sierra, and she explained to her about her breakup with the doctor, and Sierra's like, hey, good thing you nipped that in the bud before it got too far. And she's like, you finally could see him for what he was. And Nova's like, no, it wasn't it. I didn't see him for who he was. I saw me for who I had changed into, and I didn't like that person. Tell it. it was a line that Nova said in last episode that I wanted to say when she told that man, I don't need you to dream for me. I was like, you better say that, girl. I had to say that again in this episode right here. But yeah, I'm I'm happy that she saw the light in that brother. He was he had a lot of good qualities about him. A lot of good qualities. But he wasn't right for her. She was not herself with him, right? Anyway, while she in there talking to Sierra, guess who walked in? Old Copper. I was like, what the weird? I look at all spiffy. He looked like he done kept in shape and everything. All nicely trimmed up. I was like, go ahead on. Is it Calvin? I always call him Copper. So I think his name is Calvin. Well, she locked eyes on him. She can't break that stir, and Sarah's like, what the heck just happened? Looking behind her like, do I need to grab my purse? Do I need to get up out of here? What's going on? And she realized that, she looking at that man. He see her, and is transfixed, and then they just draw towards each other. Well, Nova's sitting still. He draw towards Nova. Oh, I mean, they just all like her breath. Every breath in her body, she loses just the sight of him. She was in love with that man. She was in love with that Copper, baby. And I'm not saying I was rooting for her and the Copper, but she was more genuinely herself with him than she ever was with Robert. I just have to be honest about that. So, best friend is like, Nova, who this man? So she's like, oh, that's just my past. But baby girl, your past is knocking at your door, Nova. Your past is knocking. All right, so Charlie and everybody coming up to the house. They're getting ready to do this meet and greet with Darla's family. Darla looking all cute and stuff. I like her in that navy blue. That was cute. Rod come in. He let him know that Prosper was wrong about the numbers. The soybeans did 20% better than they expected. So that's good news. And everybody like, okay, you can stop shrimping now. He's like, nah, I ain't gonna do that. Grown man decision, Rod. Grown man decision. So I'm not gonna do that. I want to plan this big wedding, the wedding that she deserved. We need that extra money. So I'm gonna keep working. I was not expecting Rod to make that manly of a decision. I was not, because he's been so immature. He still worked my nerves. He worked my nerves this episode, but I'm still not back on Team Rod at this point. So anyway, Rod turned on some Luther, started dancing, and I'm like, everybody starting to get down. Darla come out, she do her thing. Charlie and Nova come in. I'm like, is it just me? Or when we listen to old school music, the first thing that moves is your shoulders. Get your shoulders all up in there. I'm a shoulder dancer now. I don't know when I became a shoulder dancer, but as soon as the music come on, get the shoulders in, just yeah. I don't know when it happened. Like when it began in my life. First I was gonna say maybe it's the 30 and up. I don't know, but then Rod's only like 20 something in real life, so now it ain't the 30 and up. Maybe it's a black people thing. I don't know. We just get them shoulders up in there. Anyway, Darla's folks rolled on down the road. Michael Michelle step out. She looks so freaking gorgeous. I love her as an actress. I absolutely do. Ever since her New Jack City days, I have loved me some Michael Michelle. and oh boy, her daddy. That's the dude that be in every black movie. He always playing a little seersucker of some type. I remember in the X movie, the Malcolm X movie, when Denzel Washington was going to pop him in the nose, because he was the little half-wop type thing. Yeah. Every black movie, he's a seersucker. I don't think I liked him in any black movie. His character has always been one that you can't stand. That's her daddy. I think he's a good actor, though. So, Blue was very excited to meet his grandparents. He was like, I'm going to give you a hug. He gave Grandma a hug. He gave Granddaddy a hug. And Granddaddy broke down. The man was breaking down. He had that cry. Oh, he had that cry to catch it right here. He was like, he when no sound coming out, his face was trembling. The tears was just rushing down. He was trying to fight him back. It was just, ooh, he didn't want to touch Blue, because if he touched me, he felt like he would just break completely. Yes, that's how he was crying. Men that cry do something to me, y'all. It's not in a bad way. I don't think men are weak for crying. It's something vulnerable about seeing a man cry in his truth. I don't know. Maybe because I'm a nurturer and I just want to hold them and just wipe their tear away and just like, baby, it's going to be all right. And I don't mean baby always sexually. Baby mean my brother, baby mean friend. It's going to be all right. It's going to be all right. But yeah, I don't know. That just got to me. So Aunt Vi came in with the pies. I'm like, oh my God, Aunt Vi is coming for dinner. She just wasn't going to host it. So I'm like, cool. The whole family is there. So Quincy goes on while they having dinner and says to Nova, I've seen you on TV. You was in your element. And, I'm looking forward to seeing more of you. And Nova's like, no, that ain't my thing. He said, well, you should. You were very good at it. Then he went on to the Charlie about all her accomplishments, being the only black female sugar mill owner in the United States of America. I thought it was just New Orleans. It's the whole United States. She's the only black female. Go ahead, Charlie. Make your mark in history, girl. Whoever the person is to keep the track of all the first blacks, everything, put Charlie's name on the list. So he's like, I'm so proud of you. Talking to them like, he a proud father. And Nova and Charlie both pick up on that, and they say, Charlie say, I could have did any of this with Darla. She has been very valuable, in my come up. And he say to her, I'm quite sure she could learn a lot from you, from the both of you. I'm like, dude, what is going on? He made Darla feel so small and so unimportant in that moment. Rock was like, my baby is the best. She do that dang one thing, you know what I'm saying? He had to uplift her, uplift her name. And, mom's caught on. She was like, you know what? I'm certain that she's all that you're saying. And I can't wait to hear so much about it. Try to bring the moment back around. And put some spotlight on Darla that she need to be praised as well. Well, Darla's mom. Oh my God, I forgot her name already. We're going to call her Mama. Mama and Vi sitting in the room, and they have a little small conversation, and she thanking her for raising Blue and doing all that she can and being there for Darla right now as well. But basically for raising Blue and making sure he all right. And she talks about how great Blue is. And Vi was like, thank you for sending the checks. So Mama did know Blue existed. And I'm like, okay, so they did know, the family knew. And she was sending money for Vi to help raise her grandson. She's like, that's the only way I knew how to be here for him, was to send those checks. And Vi was like, it helped. Thank you very much, So actually, Ernest wasn't spending all his all in all on Blue, because Darla Mama was kicking in. I'm like, that's what's up. She says that she genuinely missing out on his life and his upbringing, Darla life for that matter. Then we had Nova, and Nova gets a knock on the door. Didn't I tell you your past was knocking, girl? Gets a knock on the door, and she knows without looking, because her breath stops, that's Calvin, old copper, knocking at the door. I'm like, did he just swing by when I called her? He was like, I was hoping that you could talk. She said, call me. So I guess some people say when you call, that then come on by. That don't mean call me. Ring the ring. Every time he steps into her light, though, she loses her breath. She can't stop. She can't breathe correctly. That's deep love right there. Some deep love. But anyway, he said that he thought he was good. He thought he was gonna be able to get over her, get by it, and be done with it. After that last little incident where he had to beat the hell out of that dude, he said he took care of it, yada yada yada. But he said he saw her today, he realized that he ain't moved on at all. She was like, I'm telling you right now, I ain't moved on. I'm gonna let you know off the top. I done tried. I done my friend Andrea Gibson, she got a poem that says she was trying on one night stands like wedding bands. That's what Nova was doing. She was trying on one night stands like wedding bands. And she was trying it with Dr. Joe, with Robert. And it wasn't working because she's still in love with Copper. Matter of fact, she said that she's been at war with herself, trying not to feel these feelings. He's like, well, why would we fighting? Let's stop fighting and we should be together. Whatever it is that we need to do to bring some peace between us, let's do it. Let's get it done. Remy shows up at Charlie's. And I guess he ready now. He ready to go on do the do. Charlie surely was. She had on her little Vicky's secrets, and the secret was out, girl. He said, damn, you fine. I swear I could look at you forever. And I want you forever. He said, I want you forever. Charlie said, He said, forever? Forever? That's a mighty long time. He notices that she kind of like taken aback. He said, what's up, Jordan? She said, I just realized it. We really ain't had no conversations about us much, you know, the future of us. And right now, I'm thinking we're not on the same path because you said the word forever. Did you mean that literally? And Remy's like, you know, I was just thinking out loud. She was like, whew, thank you, Jesus. Lord. She said, I thought you was trying to go somewhere with that. Forever. This is just pillow talk. Okay, cool. I'm back in. Remy like, now, wait a minute, hold up. Because now he thrown. He said, you seem a little too relieved that you don't want forever with me. What the heck is going on? Don't you want forever with me? And he said, well, don't you want to get married again? She said, I am fresh out of a marriage. I ain't thinking about that right now. That's not on my mind. He said, well, what about kids? She said, you mean like have some more? Like me give birth to some more children? I ain't thought about that either. That's not in my thoughts right now. Remy's like, so what we doing then? Like, what the heck is up? What are we working towards? I mean, he said, would you think about thinking about it? Like, Charlie, like, dude, I don't think I even want to thinking about it. Remy is so not pleased with that conversation. Calvin and Nova. Calvin gave such a good speech. He said, like, all my life, basically, I'm going to sum it up. All my life, I've done everything that everybody else has wanted me to do, right? Just because they wanted it. Until I met you, you were the first thing that I did for myself. He's like, when I'm with you, I feel free. I feel free. I'm free as a bird. Then he said, I love you. I love you with all my body and soul. And she was like, and I love you so. She was waiting to exhale. But Noah say, but. You say I'm your freedom. But with you my prison. I was like, oh, shut the front door. What? She said, because I cannot be all of myself with you. He was like, what the heck are you talking about? You can always be out yourself. She said, no, okay. I can't fight the fight for my people and then come home and lay down in the bed next to their oppressor. I can't do it. It's not gonna happen. So she says, I can't set aside myself for you. And he's like, I didn't ask you to set aside yourself. And she's like, but you never asked me about it at all. That's the thing. I can't even talk to you about what's plaguing me and my people and the ills of my people. And when you and what you do for a living is what's bringing a lot of those problems to the forefront. He's like, what does this mean? You know, she said, look, just because you love somebody don't mean you're supposed to be with them. She finally get her closure with Calvin. She finally got that closure. I'm like, go ahead on Nova. Nova winning. She winning for me. Nova's winning for me. So outside on the stoop, Darla and her mom stay having a little heavy heart-to-heart, baby. Darla's like, you know, I'm glad to be here with my family. And basically saying that's not talking about you. Her mom's like, how can you say that? How can you say we not your family anymore? Darla say, I don't know where I stand with you. I don't really know where I stand with you. And the mom was like, well, shoot, up until last week, we didn't know where we stood with you either. Darla say, all due respect, moms. Over the past few years, I have clearly stated where I've stood. I've called. I've written letters. And no response from y'all. And mom was like, if you ain't seeing through clarity. If you was able to see clearly out of your drug-induced state of mind, if you was able to see clearly, then you would know. You would call and say, you clean. Can I get your help? I love you. But then, like, she says, you really wasn't clean. Then you refused our help. And then you didn't even respect the love that we was trying to give you. So, like, don't act like we were the ones who did you wrong. Don't act that way. She tell Darla basically, don't sit here and act like we the ones who shunned you. And if this is what you're telling them people, then I'm very ashamed and disappointed. And she was like, do you understand how it feels to have your daughter call you up and be high as a mofo? Be out there on the street, be sick. You don't know how scary that is for us as the parents. Boy, she broke down a drug user's habits to the T, baby. key. She say, look, we come for you like you asked us to. Your butt don't even be there no more. You say you coming home. You don't even show the heck up. You say leave me alone, and then you call us up and ask us for some doggone money in your drug-induced state of mind. Like, what the heck we supposed to do with that? She say we had to close the door. We had to close the door just to keep our own self sane. And your dad, he took it the worst, baby. He took it the worst. Oh, I think Darla finally heard her. You know, she heard what her mama was saying, and she realized her role in this. And Darla says, I'm truly sorry for breaking your heart. I need to make amends. And now that I'm a mother, I could understand. And I could truly feel your heartbreak. And I want to make up for all that heartache. And I was like, oh, this was such a good moment and a good conversation for them. I was like all in my doggone feels, y'all. I was all in my feels. And then I guess these moments kind of hit like myself and some other reviewers pretty hard because we all have a dollar in our lives, like for real. We still waiting on them to get that clarity. That's the thing. We still waiting on them. They haven't got that clarity. They still the dollar that's calling home and saying, leave me alone, but I need some money, or the ones that's I want to come over but then steal your stuff when they get there. We still got that type of dollar up in our house, right? But that was a good conversation. Like, I'll tell you, I've been on Team Dollar for a minute. I need to go watch random TV reviews recap after this, because I know how they were dealing with the conversation about Dollar, and it was from, you know, having known someone like this as well. I wonder what they actually said about it. I'm gonna get to them. I'm gonna go to them later. Anyway, Remy and Charlie, they make the decision to just basically slow it down some more, right? Since they currently ain't on the same path, they're gonna work together and see where this goes. Now, being that Charlie is still unsure if she wants to get married again or unsure if she wants to have kids again, then I could say, nah, work on it for a minute. Don't work on it too long. Work on it for a minute. But if she was clear that, right, she don't want to get married or she don't want to have no more kids again, I would say walk the heck away from this relationship. That's what I would say. That's the same thing that Gimme from The Real been dealing with herself. I was just talking about her earlier in my I did a bonus Traveling Talk Thursday. Go back and watch that. And I was talking about Gimme and the fact that her and her husband was together for 13 years. He knew up front that she was saying that she didn't want to have kids. And 13 years later, the fact that he wants kids and she still don't, they get a divorce now. You don't want to get to that point. You know, nip it in the bud in the beginning. That's why you should talk before you decide to become one with somebody, or before you even decide to do a long-term relationship with somebody. So anyway, Darla, she out there speaking with her daddy. You know, like I said, she's trying to make amends. And she said she working her steps. She let him know, I'm a good person, I'm a good mother, and I'm going to be a great wife. And he said, I am so sure of it, baby girl. I am sure of it. He said, and Rod, I think he's very good for you. I think he deserves honesty. I think he deserves loyalty. So you need to make amends with him too. And I'm like, about what? Is Blue not his kid? The heck she need to make amends with Rod for? Because like everything else, they still kind of dealing with the drug situation, her old prostitution days. So she goes to Rod. He back out there wrenching. I say wrenching. Out there rinsing off his shrimp and shoes again. And he look up at her and smile. This time she don't smile back. She walk up to him and she says, Ralph Angel, I love you so much. I say, oh no, here it go. Here it go right here. She say, don't hate me. I already hate myself enough. He like, girl, you scaring me. What the heck is you talking about? My eyes was all big and shit. I was like, no, this is, I know I just said it, but don't let this be, right? Darla says, early on in our relationship, back in the day, you know, we first got together, I went back home to D.C. and went to this party with my friends. We was getting high and kicking and whatever. I slept with somebody. Slept with somebody else. And I don't even think she said she knew who it was that she slept with. Woo! Then she said the unthinkable. The unthinkable, but I was, even though I was expecting it, I was not expecting. She said, Blue may not even be your baby. It's too much. That's too much. I'm like, daughter, really, girl? Lord, have mercy. I am so shocked. Rod and snatch her up. It's just every. Blue may not be Raj, y'all. Truth be told, I didn't think he was anyway. I mean, she was out tricking and everything. You never know who to. I'm gonna have to tell y'all my story one day. Whoo, that is Queen Sugar, Season 2, Episode 13, Heritage. Thank y'all for being patient with me. Thank y'all for coming back to this channel. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Peace.